EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the tight end goes in motion left. First play, here's Cousins. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Steelers hit 9-3 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Cousins to throw it. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll throw again. Cousins. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Cousins. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute.
And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's got daylight. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cousins throw complete there to Bateman.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In motion, the tight end.
Hey, no, easy.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Running on 1st down, Eckler. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Cousins from the gun on third. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 yards there, just like last play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Cam Akers, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What?
Akers will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Just a yard to go here on second down.
Gun. Two.
To throw, Cousins. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Following the interception, Cousins. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now it's Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's got it.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Wilson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Badgley able to punch this one through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Wilson. Campbell making the catch. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Joey Bosa buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Zebra. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Black.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Good route here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins. He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Catch made here by Campbell. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased.